Secret places are not only places that are hidden, but also places that are unknown, or places that are just hard to reach. The fact that you're not allowed to go somewhere makes you want to visit it even more. Well, if that's your kind of thing, prepare for a joyful ride as we discuss the world's most mysterious and forbidden places, many of which are impossible to visit. Some of them are even so secret that even the locals do not know about them. In this video, we picked out our top 5 secret places that you're not allowed to visit. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Number 5. Snake Island, Brazil. Located about 90 miles off the Sao Paulo, Brazil coast, Snake Island has the highest concentration of venomous snakes in the world. The island is home to the golden lancehead viper, and about 2,000 to 4,000 of these highly venomous snakes live here. That means that there's an estimated 1 to 5 snakes every 10 feet. Unfortunately, while this is one of the most venomous snakes in the world, it's also one of the most endangered. So there's no going onto the island to clear them out to make way for people. But all it would take is one bite from just one of these snakes to kill a human in about an hour. And that is why Snake Island is forbidden for people to visit. Now, obviously, people have visited the island, but they're mostly scientists and researchers who are trained in how to deal with the snakes. And why would you want to go to an island filled with snakes anyway? Even if you like snakes, there are just so many on this island that it'll make your skin crawl, because the ground is crawling with super venomous killer snakes. Snake Island may sound like a cool place for a villain to have their lair, but even the most evil villain would be pretty crazy to try and visit, much less stay on this island. Number 4. Area 51, Nevada, USA. Everyone has heard of the secret US military base known as Area 51, but no one knows for sure what is there, and the US military wants to keep it that way. There are definitely plenty of rumors, though, about just what goes on here, some of which include aliens and UFOs. But one thing is for sure, whatever goes on in Area 51, you will never be allowed to visit. This secret military installation northwest of Las Vegas, Nevada, has no official fence or anything to keep people out. However, there are a number of signs surrounding the perimeter, and those signs authorize deadly force for anyone caught snooping around. It is rumored that there are sensors surrounding the base that can differentiate between animals and people, so that animals may cross freely into the space that people are strictly prohibited from visiting. Even the airspace over the installation is restricted, with the only aircraft allowed to fly over being those that left the base. The allure of Area 51 is the fact that no one knows for sure what goes on in the middle of the desert. The theories that surround the military installation make for some pretty wild tales, but the truth is often crazier than the theory. Number 3. Heard Island, Australia. Heard Island is in the middle of the ocean, between Australia and Antarctica. So even if you were allowed to visit the island, it would be difficult to get there. But just why does the Australian government make it illegal for people to go to the island? Heard Island is completely untouched by humans, and the government wants to keep it that way. Only by very remote methods does anyone know anything about the island. It is known that the animals that live on and around the island are unique to that area. There are 2 active volcanoes on the island, the tallest mountain in Australia, and a number of glaciers. In other words, Heard Island is a beautiful, pristine wilderness that has not had any contact with humans. In order to keep the island in this pristine setting, the government of Australia has made it illegal to visit the island. As stated, there have been remote expeditions to learn about the island, but people are not permitted to visit the island for any reason. Imagine an island so untouched by humanity, meaning that the animals who call it home have never been seen by anyone. That would be Heard Island, the secret Australian island about which the government says, keep away. Number 2. Poveglia, Italy. There are a number of rumors and theories surrounding the history of Poveglia, but it's hard to tell what is true and what is not. The only thing that is certain is that visitors are not permitted on the island, and for good reason, because if any of the other theories are true, no one would want to visit Poveglia. The island was used to house plague victims in the late 18th century. Those people died, and that has led to the belief that half of the surface of the island is made up of human remains. Later, Napoleon used the island as a weapons cache because it was so small and difficult to find. However, his enemies did find the island, and there was a bloody battle at the site. In the early 20th century, a mental hospital was opened on the site, which was closed about 40 years later. All of this history has led to the belief that the island is haunted. With human remains all over the island, and massive Napoleonic battles taking place, the island of Poveglia certainly has seen more than its fair share of deaths. Plus, mental hospitals always lead to stories of ghosts and haunting. Number 1. North Sentinel Island. North Sentinel Island has been inhabited for about 60,000 years by a tribe of people that have had virtually no contact with the rest of the world in that period of time. Because of the fact that this tribe has had so little contact with other people, the Indian government has decreed that no one may visit the island for fear of a couple of things. First of all, these people have no immunity to diseases from off the island. In the 1800s, some researchers kidnapped people from North Sentinel Island to study them, and the people promptly died of disease. The second reason is because the Indian government wants to keep this tribe untouched. There is so little known about the people of North Sentinel Island because it's nearly impossible to study them. The fact that they have survived 60,000 years without being disturbed by the outside world is remarkable, and the government wants to keep them undisturbed by the outside world. There are very few people in the world that have no contact with the outside world. Yet the people of North Sentinel Island are one such group. Therefore, it is not permissible for anyone to visit the island for fear of destroying this ancient civilization. That wraps up this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay notified about our uploads. I'll see you next time. Till then, peace out.